Hello, and welcome to the stream. At least now it is finally on. I've had a day. I thought today would be a nice, easy day. I'd have lots of free time in the morning and then be able to do stuff like get a lot of work done in the afternoon on stream. Maybe even be able to get some work done in the morning. And then life happened. Oh, life. Why must you be this way? Why must you be so hectic at times? Especially when I plan it not to be hectic. Especially when I'm kind of tired and just need a day of rest. But, oh well. Anyway. That was the wrong button. Anyway, how is everyone today? Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you have not had as trying a day as I. I'll probably go into it a bit later, but for now, I think what I will do is go and do some work. Oh, why don't you come and join me over in the observatory, and we shall do some more testing, because I was hoping to have done that this morning before stream and haven't had the chance. So, and by the way, sorry if I feel a bit tired. On top of being exhausted from day, I've literally just come back from a walk, so I'm a bit tired from that. So, yay! Anyway, let's have a look. Ooh, there's a nice nebula out there. But yeah, let us go down and... Oh, an even nicer one out there. Sorry, getting distracted by the pretty pictures outside. Where was I? Oh yeah, going downstairs. So, yes, we are going to be doing some more testing and then doing some work on the overlay. In fact, not only will we be doing work on the overlay, we'll be helping out a fellow Animator streamer with their overlay. Probably not on the stream because they are probably asleep, being Australian. But they need a little bit of help with something, and it's something that I was going to do anyway on this stream. So we're going to play around with that and see what we can come up with. Anyway, let's get into doing some coding. Hey. Right. So if we just get our test going, we finished our create link hover tests yesterday. So they are all done. So next up, what do we have to test? Creates hierarchy for closed pages. Creates hierarchy for closed pages. Use canvas page with no children from canvas. This one we can fix fairly easily. Use canvas page with no children from canvas page. Actually, so these just need links adding. Though actually, didn't we just test this somewhere? Let me test this in the Coppice model controller. Open page, close canvas page. Oh, that goes into here. I thought we had just done tests for that. What have we been working on? Editor, let's bring this over here. Canvas editor view model test. It's not that. Canvas test. Open page with link from. All nodes were correctly created. It appears some bugs have been thrown, chat. That must mean only one thing. Dargan Swift Halloween competition semi-finalist Sinister Something is in the house of the spaceship. Congratulations on getting so far, Sinister. I may have spent a few thousand channel points just hitting the vote button on that first one where you were tied. It's such a good design. Let's shift me over here. I mean, the thing with Pal is Pal had an awful lot. Like, he had 3 entries. And honestly, I think his strongest one was the like the evil villain dog petting the cat, that and the ninja Swift. That was my favorite of his. But I think the right option one, I knew from the moment I saw it, and I'm pretty sure it was the first design posted. Carol was so quick with it. It was, I just saw it and it's like, yep, that's going to win. Because it is the best one. There was literally no reason for anyone else entering because horse. It's like, it's so perfect. The only downside is it would have been fun to have seen Kawa in chat as her costume one, because that was pretty I mean, it was just such an amazing thing. Yeah, it was very close at the end. I mean, this is the thing that was so hard. Every single entry was good. Like, some of them were really well drawn things. Some of them were more sketches, but incredibly well thought out in the idea and the concept. And it was just, it was such a high level that it's like, you could theoretically come, in quotes, last and still have deserved to win the entire thing. Right. So I'm trying to figure out where some tests are that I'm certain that I've written. I could have sworn that I remembered writing. So in there. Members page. Yeah, I mean, some of them were just completely, like, it was so close between that it was almost a bit unfair, some of them, because it was that whole thing of, oh, like, two of the tournament favourites get picked together in the first round of the competition sort of thing. That won't be in the canvas layer attention stuff, so it won't be layer attention page. Canvas editor view model. No. I don't have a stash containing them, do I? October. No. Guess not. You like the mad scientist one? Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think what would I have picked if it wasn't for the horse. Trying to remember them all now. I think if it wasn't for the horse, I would have gone for the like the body swap one, where India's wearing like a dog with loads of teeth around, like massive teeth around the house and around the mouth, and dog is sort of like Swifty with a massive magical staff with like a crow's head on top. I think that was one of my favourites as well. We don't care about the creating hierarchy because we're not going to be doing that. We just care that it closes the page. In which case, what we want to do here is we don't care about this. What we're going to do... I could have sworn we did this. And I remember writing the tests for removing the link. Aha. Follow control the canvas page test. What was it in here? It was. Right. So we can probably get rid of these tests that we have here then. You know what? My brain is just not with it this afternoon. Well, this morning, I thought this morning I would have a nice, relaxing morning. I would get online, do some of this work on unit tests while watching some streams, and then be able to go and get some dinner, just relax for a bit, and then come on and stream and get some fun stuff done. Hopefully having got a bunch of unit tests already done and maybe get them finished today. But what actually ended up happening is, on one hand, I opted to help out Space Pirate Fenrir, who was having a little bit of a problem with something in that overlay. So I was trying to give them a hand, went and chatted with them and tried getting stuff figured out. Unfortunately, didn't get it figured out in the end. But we got that done, which meant that, I mean, I didn't have as much time in the morning, but that's fine. I was just helping out. But then there was a fire with the contract work. Not a literal fire, but just like a coding fire with the contract work stuff. So I basically, even though I'm not meant to be doing contract work today, I had to do contract work today. So on the plus side, that's more money for me. On the downside, that means that I spent several hours of my day, my sort of prime coding time, working on the contract work rather than Coppice. And between that and just generally being tired and then going for a walk, and yeah, it is, I am sleepy and brain not working. So I think, the problem was there was like a deadline coming up, and there was a bug in some code that I had that was basically causing the app to not quite crash, but for all intents and purposes crash. So I had to fix it because deadline. I mean, technically I didn't have to, but I mean, they're flexible with me not working 5 days a week, and I'm flexible at when we get deadlines. Occasionally it means that I have to work on one of those days, so that it sort of all works out. And it was a small thing, and technically it was my fault. If we'd have had a bit more testing, may have found out. I mean, so part of the problem is that I have a very fast machine. as many developers do. And the problem is, I could not reproduce the bug. Why? Because my machine is so fast, and you need a slower machine to hit it. So I have learned that my machine is basically bug proof. Or maybe not. I mean, I did manage to hit it. The problem is I needed about 200 entries to start seeing the bug, whereas some people were seeing the bug, ow, ow, ow. I'm seeing more and more bugs. Yeah, I was seeing the bug after like a few hundred entries. Some people were seeing it after like a few dozen. So yeah, managed to get that sort of fixed, and I'll do the rest tomorrow. But for today, I just can't do any more Mac development. So let's just do some overlay, and then depending on how I feel on Wednesday, maybe we will do some more. If not, I definitely off stream will be getting caught up on Friday and Saturday because I need to get caught up on stuff. So yeah, I'll be getting caught up those days, but for now I think we'll just switch to Unity and do some stuff there, because I mean it's just a change of pace with Unity stuff and Blender stuff, so we'll go and plan some stuff there. We may end up just mostly doing Blender stuff, but there's a little bit of coding stuff that I want to get done first, so let's head over. Right. So if I open up the overlay, right, so let's have a quick look. So the thing that was causing issues was loading images during a raid. So if I start this going, oh god, how am I gonna I need a way to I know what I can do. So I need a way to simulate a raid without simulating one in the overlay, because that will just cause all sorts of issues. So what I could do is temporarily rename. Open C# project, and we're going to want the raid manager. Test raid 2. And I don't want that. I want configure stream deck. Debug API test raid test raid 2. So what this should now do is fire off that code when I press my test raid button, but not fire it off in the overlay you're all watching. So if I press okay, so that is firing off. Oh, lock myself. Right, so what do we want to do now? Well, in here, I want to debug.log info this.read info dot user ID. Let's see. We get a console log when I start the raid. We do. One thing I do want to do is play red alert. Reduce the volume on that. Right, so we get the user ID. We'll go to, so we have the sticker manager, which I believe, yeah, so have it void load user ID. Load avatar for raiding user and user ID. I want to debug.log URL this.load avatar for raiding user no this.raid info.user ID. Okay, so we'll see if we get a URL, because I think this is what Fen was having issues with, is he wasn't getting a URL at this point, or rather it wasn't even calling, I don't believe. So if it works for me, then everything is saved. So how's your day been, Sinister? Yeah, that, so when because if I do a demonstration of, for example, a sub, you can see there's a little jumping Mario avatar, and that is the channel icon. So I basically what you do is, for a subscriber, you get the ID of the user that subscribed, or for a gift sub, who was the recipient of the gift. You tell the API, please give me information on the user. And one of the fields you get back is a URL to their profile picture. And then you can basically download that as a texture and then display that. So if I start a raid, yeah, so I'm getting a URL. So if it works for me, why doesn't it work for Fen? Let me try some. No, okay, so let's have a look. non-read notifications. Like that, we get the user ID. Finish your new task completion source string. Do that. This manager. Get avatar for your. Oh, I wonder if it's that. Ah, I wonder if Fen has not set up client ID and the access token of his API. Because then this would be null because it would error out. And that would explain the malformed URL thing. It was okay. I think I know where Fen is going wrong. Seems to be away at the moment. Let me just ping him and make sure. Just get this sent. Now the reason I think this is probably the first time he has actually called the API. He's had PubSub and the client working, but you have to set these up. But the things you have to set them up for PubSub and client. Ah. You create your connections there, but for PubSub. No, he would have done that because otherwise PubSub wouldn't work. It can't be that. What else could it be? It is able to get the component. We proved that. And he's effectively just calling get avatar URL for user ID. This code is pretty much identical. is it? Twitch lib. I seem to remember there was an update. If I go packages. Do I actually store Twitch lib? Login. Hmm. Um. I think at this point I'm stumped as to why it's not working for him. Because he's able to download stuff. As far as I'm aware, he can download avatars, so the avatar downloading is working. He can get the raid and get the user ID from the raid. So the thing that is failing is getting the URL for the user ID. But if he's able to do that for the outbound, then surely that's the same code. So why wouldn't it work? I mean, it should be working in theory. I mean, I couldn't see anything that was wrong in code, so like all the important parts were effectively code that I had given him, so just copies of mine. The only major difference is something that we tested does seem to work. Yeah, I think I'm at a loss for that. I may need to just get hold of his code to have a look at it. But yeah. that may be something that is a bit more difficult to work out. But yeah. Anyway, what do we want to get working on this stream? Oh, one thing I did fix is if I come up towards the camera. Oh, wrong thing. The hand appears now. So I figured out what was going wrong. The issue was, if I go to the Pokebot, it was this setting here, update when off screen. And the issue is it would not update the actual various properties such as whether it is cold while it is not on screen. So it would not update its bounding box and all stuff like that. Which means that as it waved, the bounding box was still sort of down here, off out of the camera, and therefore it wasn't being drawn. Because if it's not in the camera frustrum, it would not be drawn at all, because that's a waste of resources. Now, that is different than occlusion culling. Occlusion culling is, for example, what is behind this wall is probably still being drawn. If I can, I wish there was a way to see what is being called in here. Yeah, maybe there is a way, but essentially you can see the frustrum here of the camera. This is where the camera is looking, and it will draw everything in the camera. So for example, this here is probably not being drawn in the game world. Neither are most of these, but the things over here that are not visible but are technically in the frustrum will be being drawn. If I had occlusion culling where this wall basically stops it basically blocks the thing, the lines that they draw to work this out would basically stop here and it wouldn't draw that, and that would give a performance bump. So yeah, we got waving working. What else do we want to do? I mean, one thing is getting the doors working again. And one thing is, why does the idle animation always default to that now? Oh, I bet I know why. No, it should be doing that. Okay, where's the animation manager? got play primary, play alternate. The animation is expression. We trigger the next adult animation. Right, so need to do this, and also I think on Pokebot. Yeah, we're going to change that to not 560, 5 and 10, so that we can quickly cycle through a bunch of idle animations and see what is actually going on. Yeah, that's not wave. Why are all my animations wave? Motion, look up, look right, look down, look left. Where is Pokebot? Models, Pokebot. No. Just, no, that's not right. Crying out loud. Why is it? Let's just delete all of the. Unity not supporting under action. Unity Blender import bit. Oh yes, I know why. Because I updated Blender. Okay, so it is. Okay, I'm just going to commit what I have now. Add support for animations for manual animations. And then I'm going to do what we've done for everything else. I'm going to swap over to exporting FBX. But I have too many problems now with the input here. So go here. And we'll save and then we'll export. Not STL. Okay, so everything should be being export. So I'm going to export the FBX there. And this is everything in. So if I drag that to there, the problem is we now need to transfer everything. Okay. Copy component. Paste component. So I need a rigid body as well. Copy component. paste component. Copy component. Paste. Copy component. Paste. We've got movement and that. Aye, this is tedious. This is the wonderful entertainment you all come here to watch and enjoy. Me copy and pasting components from one thing to another because I am not very smart. And my own hubris comes back to bite me. Now, some of these, the references are going to be wrong. So, for example, this sticker transform is currently pointing to the old bot. So we will have to update those. This is an announcement. Ooh. There's a thought. I wonder Twitch Lib. I mean, they've been sent into chat, so there must be something in chat that signifies that something is an announcement. So in theory, Twitch Lib could get the announcement, which means there could be a way to get the announcement displaying. Oh yeah, you can use these things to display them, but everything gets encoded. Like, for example, when a raid comes in and it says someone is raiding with so many viewers, what it actually looks like is this. So all this stuff actually gets sent, and then it can be parsed to show whatever it needs to. Now, in theory, that should happen for announce and the new shout out and stuff like that. And these messages should be able to come to the client. And while they may not get parsed correctly, I can get hold of them and at least partially parse them, and maybe even get hold of them so that things like announcements and a new shout out and stuff like that could actually be in chat, like in the overlay. That's a possibility. Right, let's have a look. so for the Pokeball, it should be a material. Which I think is screen base. Now it's shader graphs. Base background. There we go. Yeah, in theory I could have poles appearing as well. Oh, that would be super cool if when the pole is going on, it replaces my face and there's like little bar graphs showing the options on the face for a pole. That would be cool. Right, so I think all of these, there's nothing special about them except the materials and whether I have set update off screen. Okay. You want to set update off screen. Update when off screen. Okay, so now we're getting on to the fun stuff. So there's a script there. I can't remember what it is. The body has nothing. Right, so there doesn't seem to be anything in there. So we have sticker body. So sticker body. Copy. Paste as child. Okay. Get neck, upper neck. Message canvas, glasses, mouth. So if I copy, this is child, copy, this is child. Okay. So the sticker, oh no, the sticker's the prefab. So the sticker body on here needs to be that sticker body. Bot face is fine, scene manager is fine, eye manager is fine, face cue, movement control is fine, animator. So those are all fine. So what we need to do is this needs to be tagged with player. Right, we need Pokebot 1. Pokebot 1 face message queue. Those are both going to be Pokebot 1. Camera director need controls needs Pokebot. Okay. And then in cameras, that is not pointed Pokebot, that is not. Bridge face wants to be and this wants to be body. Conference cam. Good. The upper cam wants to be the other upper neck end. We should throw object. Could be that. I think that should be everything. So let's see if this works. That works. May need to fix a few bits and pieces there. Oof, 20 frames a second. Move out the way, you. You're an imposter. Right, so... that wants to be a wave. Wants to be look left. Look down. Look right. Look up. So just stay put. Okay, I think that works. So, we will delete old Pokebot. And rename new Pokebot. Just Pokebot. The next thing we want to do is one of these is the Blender file. And we actually want to move that up. Okay, so we've moved Pokebot out of there, and we just have the FBX. Switch Pokebot to FBX. Okay, I am going to just quickly go and get myself a fresh drink because I need to hydrate. And when we get back, we'll get the door fixed, and then I think start do some planning of what we actually want to do next. Yeah, because I'm not sure what we want to work on next. So I think I need to start creating myself a to-do list of stuff we can work on. So I will see you all in a few minutes. I am back and ready to do some more work. So let's get those doors fixed, shall we? That was the wrong button. Right. So for the door, I should have a door controller somewhere. Door animation. Right, so I think what we want to do, let's create a new folder and call it ship, because there are many things we want to have happen on the ship. We also want our debug controller to pop in there, but for example, a camera state. In fact, do we need a camera state collider anymore? I don't think we do. No, we don't. We could delete that. Camera direct we do want, because that basically handles the room director. We could possibly rename it to just the director. So the director is basically anything to do with like cameras and events that respond. No, we'll leave it as camera director. Because a room director is like, it will... no, let's name it ship director. And then ship director is going to go in there. I'm going to move this in here. And we're going to rename to room. Our room directors. So the idea of a room director is a room director should basically handle any core events for the room. So for example, activating the screen and the cameras and stuff like that. It probably won't handle specific things like the doors or on the bridge. It probably won't. Yeah, it probably won't handle some of the controls, but things like changing lights, I can imagine the room directors handling, changing the cameras, and basically it's just a thing of, in this room, here are certain common actions that will happen in the room to perform. So toggling the camera, updating a tilt, some of them, like in the bridge, is toggle the hollow table camera. So previously I had just a generic thing that would just toggle between two cameras and have other stuff on top. This just makes it all a lot easier to customize per room. So the hollow controller wants to shift in. And screen controller wants to move in there. Hey Tanasu, how are you doing? I am not too bad. I'm a bit tired, so we're just spending the stream just working on the overlay. I've had to do some contract work, emergency contract work this morning, so I'm a bit, well, this morning and early afternoon, so the stream was delayed and I'm tired out from the stress of like work I wasn't expecting to have to do, so I'm not really in the mood for doing some Coco stuff, so we're just going through working various bits and pieces out for the overlay. So we have doors and oh no, it's all okay. It was just the usual thing of deadlines coming up and finding critical bugs that need fixing. So that is all done, thankfully. It just means that my brain isn't really in the headspace for dealing with writing some unit tests, so I'm putting it off until later in the week. Right, so the bridge to observatory door. Tripped door animation doesn't exist. Yes, it does. Okay. So the audio clip, throw that on, and we also want to add a box collider. Okay, ooh. What errors do we have? Type in namespace camera director could not be found. Controls. Why didn't it name it correctly? Hi. So anyway, how are you doing today, Tanasu? Okay, so we should be able to build now. And if I put game view back there, oh yeah, that needs to be set to is trigger. Why has that moved? Okay. Oh, because it's that I want to change. Very boring. I wish today was kind of boring for me. I have had a lot going on, and it has been. Yeah, I'm glad just to take the afternoon relaxing for a bit. There's no animator attached. Okay. Do I not have? This is not animation in the model. Let's open this up. Oh yeah, because it's an FBX. Hey Kieran, how are you doing? So Blender. Doors. What? Why have my animations? They have gone. Okay, we'll have to do this all from scratch. New. Open door. Add effect user. And then Y to 0.58. No, we don't want to do it there. We want to set our initial. Why is it not? Insert keyframe. There we go. Location. Then we probably want to let's just go to 10 for now. And we want to grab this along the wire 0.58. And then this one we're gonna grab along the Y minus 0.58. Let's see, still a bit sore from being in the garden yesterday. I haven't really done much today at all. About to do some dishes, so you guess that's something. How about me? I've had a day. I had to do some emergency contract work this morning. I was helping Fen with some stuff on his overlay that hopefully will be fixed soonish. Well, I tried working out what has gone wrong, and the problem is it works on mine. Works on my machine, doesn't work on his. So, but yeah, just had a lot of stuff that meant the stream was delayed, and just don't feel like doing any of my normal programming. So we are now on this. Okay, and then at this point, we can set that to 0. I'm going to set that to 0. No. Oh, are they parented? Why would they be parented? They're not. Okay, so if I do location, I do location. Why is it doing that? Not tied together at all. The location and then move to there. And move to there. Okay, so that is fine. So if I select those and create a new action and call it door open. I don't know why it is moving them both. What? Alright, let's go to Blender file. Actions. Delete. Delete. So I want to Blender action. Oh, okay. Am I gonna have to rig this? Yeah, I'm gonna have to rig this. Let's add an armature. they want to go to the 3D cursor. Then I want to select that and select that. Cursor selected. Then select that. Select the 3D cursor. Can't believe I'm having to rig a door just so that I can animate it. Sometimes Blender makes me laugh. Oop, did not mean to do that. Cursor selected. Okay. Bent armature with empty groups. Why is left door on the right and right door on the left? Am I looking at this the wrong way around? Let's just keep it. Left door. Right door. Got that all. And then assign to right door. Go into pause mode. Okay. So at least this way, I can add a bone constraint. Copy location. Y, but invert. And I'm copying the left. Bone left door. And then I might as well add a constraint on here to limit location. Yeah. That's not 0.58. Oh. -1. Okay, so the amateur action is going to be door open. And for this, we're going to be moving that's enough. So so it should be on local space minus 0.58. There we go. So we go to there. Oh, that's at 11. Let's just stick it at 22. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. Because that is door open. And then we want what's the option to add? Right, where are Blender file? Delete that. I can delete that. Turn that off. That is going back to there, and then I'm going to create door open. And then I am going to mark the position there. I'm going to code open up to there, and door open is done. Then I'm going to create a new action, which is going to be door closed, which is going to be like that, and then that is going to be like that. Okay, so the manual frame range is going to be 1 to 10. And for door closed, is also going to be 1 to 10. So now, if I export FBX, I want to be in models, ship doors, bake animation, FBX all. Okay, so they are currently set to open, so I actually want to, let's just re-export this with them closed. Okay. Why are they ship doors? So why? And let's try exporting this. Okay. Let's save and reopen. See what we can get working here. Are you actually going to open Unity? There we go. I don't know why it's starting with them open. Is it just because that is the first? State? Like... There we are, source state. Why? Oh, it's showing them as open. Why? The doors are closed. It is not reloading it. Yeah, it's definitely this here. I don't get why the doors are stuck open. Let's try something. Let's save that. And I export the FBX. So it's picking the first animation as what it wants to use. Okay, fair enough. At least I know. Right, so create folder. Doors. Auto open doors. So these need a component of door animation. And have door open audio clip. It is going to need a box collider. Which is probably going to be like that. Set to is trigger. The auto open doors. Let's just leave it at 1. Okay. Auto open doors, we'll leave that as 1. What we also want to do with this is the door we want to be panel. I want to be shape structure. Apply that. Okay. So when we open that, so if I copy the position, and then I'm going to delete that, and then on here I'm going to paste the position. And of course it's in the wrong location. Because why would the positions match up? The origins are in theory in the same place, but apparently they don't quite sync up. Okay, so I actually need just ever so slightly move the observatory down. There we go. No, I can't move it just like down. Oh well, it doesn't matter too much. It's people aren't going to be staring at the floor. I mean, it may be correct. It may just be that the walkway is a bit too tall. But yeah. So if I run. There's no animate attached. Okay. Well, that we can fix. We're going to go here and add an animator. And here we need to create an animation controller. No animation. Right, where is Visual Studio? What have I called my animation? Open and closed. So we want create state. So this we're just going to close opened. Oh no, closed. Start closed. This is going to be open. And here we're going to store open door, and now I'm going to have closed door. Right, so on here, trigger open, trigger closed. So an open go there, and when we're in the open state, we can get closed. So when I select a row to open doors and I press open, Oh, I haven't set the runtime controller, that's why. Okay, why are those so weird? Door. Apply. Okay. Oh, no worries, Sinister. Hope you have a good sleep. Thanks for dropping by. Sorry I'm not speaking as much as usual. I'm just very much in thought of why things are acting as they are. Alright, so if I set that to there, this wants to be door 0 door open. This wants to be door close. Okay. So is it if I'm here, is it on the overall where am I looking? Doors, door, no, not on that. Is it on here? How do I want this to... How did it work before? Unity animation keep last frame. Unity animation. Yeah, keep. Oh yeah. I delete that and then make a transition to there, and that should only happen on closed, and it's not a looping transition, then it stays there until it closes. I can delete that. I want to go to here and make sure that that is set. On here, it is set. So if I press play and then I walk over to the door, wow. Well, first of all, that needs to be called close. But the other thing is let's just set that to 20. Why is the camera not changing? Bug log collider collider.gameObject.tag. Oh, was I in play mode when I changed Pokeball? No, yeah, I am tagged as player. Room director. BS 16. Object reference not set to instance of object. Oh. That's still a camera director. Okay. Ship director. There we go. Okay, I need to fix the screen controller. Observatory. Oh, missing script. Oh. That's not missing script. Okay. Screen controller. Debug controller. We need the ship director in there. Where is the hollow controller on the hollow screen? Yes. Okay, I suppose. Why are you not? Like, you shouldn't be visible. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That will be why. I don't want to do it on there. Observatory and a screen. I have screwed everything up. Hey, this is just a day and a half. Where have all my materials gone? No, seriously, where are all my holotable materials? Oh, I moved some scripts around, but I moved them around in Visual Studio rather than Unity. Ah, there's holotable. Right. So raid. Starting soon. Thanks for watching and be right back. Don't have the volume. Oh no, there it is, debug volume. Okay. So that should hopefully be all of that done. What are the other things? Ship director controls are all hooked up. Okay. So we are in a good place. We got that. The screen is not on. Okay, everything is working again. So let's commit all that. Stage all and fix all the stuff I broke when I was fixing stuff. Okay, so what are we going to do now? We are going to create ourselves a to-do list. A to-do list of things that we can do on the overlay. So, ideas for the overlay. Complete that a bit bigger. Complete raid events. Oh, come on. That's what I want. Level 1 rows. Level 1 rows will just set to, let's say 24. Right. No, get rid of the sidebar, get rid of that. So, complete raid events. Implement bits, because we want something to happen with bits. In overlay announcements, because I was talking with this with Sinister earlier. In theory, I haven't looked into it, but when you do something like an announcement or a shout out or any of these like new things that Twitch have added to the chat, it should be sent as a chat message. So while Twitch may not handle them fully itself, I should be able to hopefully get the raw message, parse it myself, and put it into the overlay. So there's also in overlay shout outs and in overlay poll results, because that's another thing I was talking with Sinister Kieran. When a poll's going on, I could have my face change and become like different bars through the different poll options that show the various poll results. So I think that could be quite fun. Implement more Pilkey bot animations. Stuff that isn't just for the overlay. We could do with subscriber icon. Well, move bugs to subscriber icons. Create new bit emotes. Create follower emotes. Bug zapper. Improve lighting. Anti-gravity bomb. More stuff outside the ship. Build crew quarters, build lab, build engineering, build cargo bay. What other stuff do I have? I mean, in terms of code, what could we do for additional channel points? More things to spend channel points on. I mean, the anti-gravity bomb is one. Improving the lighting to let me change the lighting will be something, and being able to go somewhere will be another one. Let's see, what other stuff can we have? Oh, improve outer wall of observatory. Exterior ship view. Plushies. I'm gonna need a bird plushie, a bear plushie, a Derg plushie, another Burb plushie, a Burb bear, Derg Burb, and it depends on who else is. Ooh, that's a fair point. I just had a thought. There's one that was their handle. It is. Wonder why it wasn't showing up. Oh, I thought they would have been going live around now. I was just thinking if Goat was live. But yeah, the plushies could be fun. Oh, and that reminds me, Modbot. I was going to create Sinister a Modbot so that he can fly about the ship. So what else can we do? Implement hyperspace. Oh, that's a big one. Return. Oh. Standing up. Grabbing items. And reset position. So we need to get all those done. They're probably higher priority. Create mini games. And mini games include what gravity handling were to randomly fail. So one of the mini games potentially could be, not really a mini game, but ship failures implement triggered by channel points. So you'll be able to redeem and it will do a random ship failure. So stuff like gravity fails, the lights go dim, or there's just something going wrong. A random failure that tracks redeem with channel points, and I have to go and fix it. Yeah, so I think that's a good list. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that is sort of kind of urgent. Implement something that I've been meaning to implement but haven't. I don't think there is. Yeah, okay. Well, I think I'm going to leave it there. I know we started late and I was hoping to go later, but my brain is just completely fried after all the stuff today. I didn't start out particularly awake anyway, because I've been sort of awake since, I don't know, 6:30. After not much great sleep, so I am going to head off and get some food and build some Lego, paint some models, and just have a nice, relaxing evening, not doing anything. And then come back on Wednesday, and depending on what I get, what I'm feeling like, we may try and do some more testing or we may just do some more on the overlay. Now we may look at something else entirely. I don't know. Depends how I'm feeling. But yeah, hopefully you all have had a how did I forget? Not I forgot to put something on the list. Would be nice if my mouth worked. Yeah. We could try playing around with that again. Maybe we'll do that on Wednesday. Try getting the mouth working. Let me just save that to desktop. Overlay to. But yeah, so I hope you have all had a good time. Sorry again for the late stream and my brain being a bit, well, iffy. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. And I will hopefully see you again on Wednesday around 6 PM UK time. And let's see. Oh, Finite's live. So let's go say hello to Finite. So go say hi to Finite. If you haven't met Finite before, he has a fantastic overlay. It's probably the most interactive non-animator overlay I have seen. I mean, he even has games in his, so you're not going to do much better than, well, having games. Because, I mean, this, you can only really throw bugs at me or change my face, so not much yet. There will be more stuff later, though. But yeah, so thank you all for coming. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, wonderful rest of your week, and as always, happy coding.